We have a very special match of the day for you tonight. Yes, not a single contentious VAR decision. Just sit back and enjoy a cracking day of Premier League action in the company of Ian Wright and Tim Cahill. What will they talk about? Football, maybe. Everton were looking to win their opening 4 games of a top-flight campaign for the first time since 1969, when they went on to be champions. Brighton were unbeaten in 8 on the road, but had never won at Goodison Park. Your commentator, Simon Brotherton.
I think we managed well the situation of the game because they had possession and we were with composure defensively. We had the opportunity to score in counter-attack. We were good on set pieces, our usual. And so I think the performance was complete, and this is the reason because I think we deserve to win.
I thought we did well first half, got back into the game. Arguably the better team finished stronger, and then to concede just before half time was a bit of a blow for us. Then we didn't start so well second half, and some decisions that gave them opportunities and a bit of life. We could have made better decisions there. But yeah, I think we contributed a little bit to our downfall today, and something we need to be better at.
I think just bringing in new players and the ability they've got and kind of what they've added to the team's been crucial. And I think we've gelled really well, and the system that we're playing suits us. It's we all work well in the system, and obviously for me, I'm getting chances and I'm scoring goals.
James Rodriguez looks to be settling very well in England.
Yeah, he is. He's really well. But as I said the first day, the players with quality doesn't have problem to adapt. The quality is there because football is not so complicated. I want to say football is the pitch is always the same. The opponent are always 11. The ball is the same. The goal doesn't move, and so football is simple. It's not complicated.
It's simple. A lot of players make it look complicated, though, that's for sure, but James is not one of them. Everton were missing a couple of key players. Obviously, Gomez and Allen and Richarlison went off injured. Didn't affect them at all, Tim.
Thing, you know, seeing the way they dealt with it, the depth in the squad's great. Seeing Davies come in, watching their game, seeing the work rate from Allen and these sorts of players, Decore is superb. But one of the biggest things is Everton as a team, the way they work together and how they're compact without the ball. When you see Everton move now and the way they are, it's a 5-4-1. But you see Iwobi, Davies in their position, Sigurdsson and Delph tucked in. But the one thing that I like, the structure, the organisation, something that Ancelotti's really focused in on. Calvert-Lewin leading the line by himself. He's trying to push the line up by himself there. But
that's
just that little
late
press.
In the game as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This is the 70th minute, and the best thing about it is they're just patient and they're waiting, and then they pounce. Now, this is the best thing about it, is all the players are on the front foot. There's the set. Look at Digne running from his own half. Now Iwobi just coming on, stalling, holding, running behind. Digne taking a player away. Decore making a run. Box-to-box midfielder. The cross and James. And you've also got to look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin's position there, taking the defender away. It's absolutely superb, and they're fantastic.
Yeah. James has been great, hasn't he, since he's stepped in? And it proves there that you don't have to run around like a headless chicken to be effective.
and that's the great thing. Yeah. It's the positions he takes up, and it's what he does with the ball that's the most important thing.
Yeah. International break coming up, Ian, and obviously people will be talking about Jordan Pickford. He's going through a difficult period.
Yeah, he is.
Even though they're top of the league, I have to say.
I think if you're going to have one concern with the way Everton are playing, and you spoke about him so well there, and rightly so, is the goalkeeper. I think the mistake he made today was one that worries me simply because he was under no real pressure, but it's just, I suppose, the way he is. It seems pretty comfortable for me for him to take that. He makes a real hash of it. Look how angry he is with himself. And it's just... I think that now he's been the England number 1 for a while. He's been the Everton number 1 for a while, and he still seems to be. He seems to have this erratic behaviour continually for a goalkeeper. Where I think that by now, with the confidence his manager's showing in him, saying yes, he made a mistake, but it hasn't cost him. The confidence Gareth Southgate's shown in him, and he still sticks by him. You see him here. He's got himself under the ball. The ball's like a yard out in the box. This one he punches into the middle of the goal. These are still the kind of mistakes, unfortunately, that Jordan's making. This one here, I think that, yes, he might have a player in front of him, but if you're going to punch it, then it's got to get some distance on it. It doesn't get the distance, and they're quite lucky to get away with it. I just feel that Now he should be getting better. He should be calming down with the mistakes.
Well, given his kind of nervousness and lack of form at the moment, you felt Brighton missed a trick.
I did, yeah, because I think when you've got a goalkeeper who is playing like Jordan Pickford's playing, then you've got to put the ball in the box when you can. And I thought that they were poor at set pieces themselves today in respect of the Brighton, but they just didn't put the ball in the box. You know, they had Dunk up there, Webster was up there waiting for it, and it looked like they were up there waiting for it. They got in the box. It's not like, oh, we're going to take short ones and we're going to do something. They're waiting for the ball to come in. And Brighton didn't put the ball in. And the thing with Brighton today is that they played pretty well in certain patches. I thought Basuma was good. There again, you see the two centre-halves in there waiting for it to come. They take a short one. Is he going to whip that in? No. He doesn't whip it in. And like I say, we're talking about a goalkeeper who at the moment, his form is not great. And I don't think they tested him enough. I'm not going to blame him but it's just something that I would have done today if I was Brighton. I would have put more pressure on him.
OK, well, Everton flying. Liverpool at home next for them. They haven't won a derby for 10 years. I can't recall. I know one of the scorers that day was Mikel Arteta. Not for the life of me think of the other one.
You know who it is.
You certainly do. Chelsea had to come from 3-0 down to earn a point against newly promoted West Brom last weekend. They faced Crystal Palace in a fixture that had seen 18 games without a draw going back to 1995. Jonathan Pearce was at Stamford.
Round there again for Forest. And, I mean, there's the goalkeeper halfway inside Bristol City's half, and it's all Forest, hands to the pump for Bristol City, but they've defended so strongly. They have defended deep, defended the box well. Mawson's been outstanding. Bentley's played well. Last chance for Forest. A little tug back there as a melee out wide to Taylor, fires it across. And Bristol City clear the ball. That must be it.
Oh, Lamouchi must be absolutely devastated. I think it is. It was the final chance of the game. Full time at the City Ground, full time at the Medeski as well. So Bristol City and Reading still with 100% records. Well done to both of them. Absolutely flying. So 4-2 to Everton against Brighton. Let's just wrap up what's happened so far in the Premier League today. A great start for Chelsea and Frank Lampard. Also in BT Sport this morning when they beat Palace by 4-0. So Frank Lampard and Chelsea with 3 points, and it's the same for Carlo Ancelotti's 100th Premier League game in charge. 4-2 it ended. 5:30 we've already mentioned another game coming. It's Leeds United against Man City, Bielsa against Pep. At 8 o'clock it's Newcastle against Burnley. 2 live games on the network tomorrow, both at noon. On BT Sport 1 you can see Leicester up against West Ham, Southampton taking on West Brom, and some other fixtures that stand out there. Man United against Spurs tomorrow, Arsenal against Sheffield United. Rhian Brewster not registered to play in that game, but a significant signing for Chris Wilder of men this week. And Aston Villa against Liverpool. As we've said, Liverpool without Sadio Mane has tested positive for COVID. So the Premier League table tonight, how good does that look for Everton and all of their supporters? It's played 4 and 12 points as well. Leicester City still second with 9, along with Liverpool. They can get up to 12 as well this weekend. And Chelsea, having played 4, up to 7 points now. And at the bottom, 3 teams still desperate to get off the mark. Fulham, Sheffield United and Burnley all still on 0. So, full analysis and all the interviews to come from Goodison Park. 4-2 to Everton today. We'll see you again shortly.